Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about Fear the Walking Dead Season 6B and look at the second half trailer we got. And this trailer is pretty amazing. And if you've been watching my reviews that I've had for the season, I'm sure you can tell that I absolutely love this season. I think Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead is definitely shaping up to be, one of the best seasons of the entire show. I mean, it's definitely one of the best seasons in the last couple of years. And I'm very, very excited for the second half because it was actually 7 episodes. I was about to say 8, but we only had 7 episodes in the first half. All 7 episodes were all great. And this trailer is looking amazing as well. So in today's video, we're going to go through the trailer and break it down shot by shot. I do apologize for getting this video out a little bit late. This trailer came out a couple days ago, but I was just really busy the last couple days. But hopefully you guys still enjoy this video. Now, before I do get into the trailer, I also want to give a spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up with Fear the Walking Dead. And then also, if you're a fan of the show, be sure to subscribe because we still have a lot of Walking Dead content coming up, especially with the new 6 episodes for The Walking Dead. We're probably going to get a lot of teases for that throughout the break, and then also Fear the Walking Dead and The World Beyond. So still a lot of Walking Dead content coming up, so be sure to subscribe. But let's get into the trailer. Alright, so the trailer has a lot of action scenes, and it only has one line from the guy at the end. He's like a new character, like a mystery character, who seems to have a pretty important role. I mean, he does seem, because he has the entire dialogue for the trailer. And we'll talk more about him in the end of the video, but I want to go ahead and read what he said because it's the only dialogue we have in the trailer, and then we'll go break down the action. So he says, "Death, destruction, decay, it's inevitable, but from death comes new life. And you are Alicia. I've been looking for someone like you for a long, long time." Now, Alicia looks pretty pissed off at the end of the trailer when the guy is talking to her. So I don't think this guy is, a good guy or anything like that. And they've probably seen each other before. And maybe they're just, because she looks like she's about to fight him or something. She looks really angry, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But I do think the second half of this season is going to be focusing a lot more on Alicia, which I'm excited about because the first half we didn't get to see that much Alicia. That was probably one of my biggest complaints of the first half is we didn't get to see a lot of the characters, or we didn't get to see certain characters as much as other characters. And Alicia was one of those characters. She did have a good episode for the mid-season finale, but looking at this trailer, I think she's going to have a pretty big second half, which is going to be really cool. So the trailer opens up with her lighting a match, and she's burning, it looks like it's probably like a zombie, like a walker. She's burning something. It's hard to tell from the way they filmed it, but she has two people standing next to her. And again, you can't really tell who these people are. It could be allies because we do know that they're kind of forming a team to fight back with Virginia. But also we have the masked people, and the masked people I guess are allies. But we also have the end is the beginning people, which we don't know what their deal is. We don't know if they're good or bad. They kind of seem to be doing their own thing. And maybe they're gonna be like the ultimate villains, like they're gonna be the end game for the season. But anyways, moving on, here we have Dakota, Morgan, and John. So we get to see John again. He is digging a grave for somebody. Obviously we don't know who the grave is for. It could be for the person that Alicia is burning, if that even is a person. We can't tell for sure. But the thing I wanted to talk about with this scene is that we see John with the group. We have Morgan and Dakota here, which probably means that Alicia is nearby because they're the group that's together, and they're out on the road, like they're kind of doing their own thing. The other people are still working with Virginia, or for Virginia. Like we know June got the hospital, Strand is still playing both sides, so this group is sort of doing their own thing, trying to fight back. So the point I'm trying to make is that I'm glad John is back in the picture. Next we see John here by himself. He's in the abandoned gas station, so this might be like an episode where we see what John has been up to when he left, because he probably was by himself for a while and then he met up with the group. We have a shot of June here, just a shot of her face. We don't really see what's happening. She definitely looks a little bit distressed, that's for sure. And then we see some walkers here. It looks like they're in some sort of pit. This is probably like a trap for walkers. And then we have this scene, which is pretty intense. So we have Strand here, and everybody's on their knees. We have the Rangers putting guns on them. And definitely, I'm getting Negan vibes from this. And I wouldn't be shocked if a major character ends up dying in the second half of the season. I mean, the show did take 2 big blows with Madison and then also Nick, so that kind of sucks. But other than that, they have been playing it safe. Like, no major characters have died, but I wouldn't be shocked if any of these characters ended up. I mean, that was 2 seasons ago, so enough time has passed for them to be able to take out another major character, which you guys can let me know who do you think it could be. But I will say one thing, because after that we get a close-up of Grace. I definitely hope it's not Grace, because Morgan has been through enough already, and if he loses Grace, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't want to see what's going to happen, so I really hope that, Grace survives. Next, we have a shot of Morgan and Alicia. They look to be in some sort of little town or village. Maybe they're trying to recruit people who to fight back or something like that. Because remember, I'm sure we already know there's a lot of people who don't like Virginia from the first episode with Isaac. Like, everyone knows who Virginia is, and they just run away from her. I mean, she kind of hunts them. She gets people to do it for her, but we do know there's a lot of people who don't like Virginia, so I don't think it's gonna be that hard for them to find some people to maybe help out. But that's what I'm interested with the end is the beginning people. Like, are they gonna help Morgan and them fight back, or are they going to be against Morgan and Morgan's gonna have to go Morgan, Alicia, and the Rangers are gonna have to team up and fight against them? It could be either or, but you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Next, we have a shot of Virginia pointing a gun at Daniel, and you can see that gash on his head is pretty bad. I really hope Daniel doesn't die, but I wouldn't be shocked if it is him. And the thing about Fear the Walking Dead is that the only character, in my opinion, for me, like, the only characters who I would be really shocked to see die is like Morgan or Alicia. Other than that, like, all the other characters, like, I think that there is a possibility of somebody major dying. So again, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? I'm not saying that a major character will die, but I'm just saying it's been a while since it's happened, so I wouldn't be shocked if it does. Next, we have Luciana here, and we can see Alicia behind her, and I believe that's Althea right next to her. And then also I think that's Wes next to her. So we see the group coming together. So they're probably gonna get Luciana, maybe even June to help out. So they're definitely gonna try fighting back, I think, in the second half. And then we have this guy. It looks like they're tied up a bunch of people and they turn into walkers, and that's what they're looking at. And you can see that this guy's mouth is like shut. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna go ahead and say that this is probably the end of the beginning, people, because they have done some pretty weird things. Like, they remember in the episode where Virginia got bit, they attach like these knives onto the walker's fingertips. So yeah, I mean, they're doing some weird things, so I'm assuming this is probably them who did this. Next, we see the group with the masks here. Nothing much, except we can see Althea's truck, so they're probably just with Althea and them. It's hard to tell exactly what they're up to. Like, do they just want to fight back with Virginia? Because if that's the case, then I don't think we should worry too much about them in terms of betraying our group, like the main group of people that we know. And that's what it looks like they're doing. They just want to take out Virginia. We have some walkers here, and then we have somebody riding a horse, and they pull Morgan. And we can look, if you look at the guy, he's wearing a hat. So I don't know if this is possibly Strand doing this. I mean, I don't know where Strand would get the skills to do that. We've never seen him do that before. I mean, it's possible. I don't think it's that hard, because he just, I mean, that is kind of hard actually, but I don't know who it could be. I'm probably going to go ahead and say it's a ranger. But Strand is playing both sides, that's for sure, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is him. Next, we have Virginia here, and it looks like she's trying to like hide from something or duck, and she's trying to get in this car maybe. So maybe this is like walkers attacking Lawton, or it's like a battle going on in Lyon. That's what I'm kind of thinking. We have Dakota here in this car, surrounded by walkers. Next, we see Morgan killing some walkers. And this is probably, I mean, it's hard to tell if this is like before that scene where he got captured or after. But I'm sure Morgan is going to be okay. There's nothing to worry about. Because I mean, I shouldn't say that because they took out Madison. I feel like they could take out anybody if they take out Madison, but Morgan is one of those characters who I think will be okay. And then we have this shot of like, I don't know if this is some sort of art that somebody was trying to make. And when the guy who's doing the voiceover, when he says, but from death comes new life, they cut to this scene. And now I'm kind of thinking that maybe, this guy at the end is the leader of the end is the beginning people. Because they seem to be doing some weird things with walkers. Experimenting or like creating weird walkers. So I wouldn't be shocked if this is the product of that group. We have John here pointing his gun at somebody. This could be anybody. It could be a ranger, it could be Virginia, it could be somebody from the end of the beginning group. But another thing I want to talk about was that I'm kind of thinking that it probably is somebody from the end of the beginning group. I wish there was an easier name than to call them the end of the beginning group. That's what I just keep calling him that, and it's just such a long phrase. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that so they ended up saving Virginia. Like June saved Virginia, right? So would it be weird if they end up killing Virginia after they already saved her? Like she had a chance, like there was the chance to kill her right then and there. But instead they saved her, and maybe they saved her for a reason, and that reason is because Alicia's group and Virginia's group with the Rangers, maybe they team up and they fight back against the end is the beginning group. What do you guys think about that? I definitely think it's a possibility. You guys let me know, what do you think? And then we go see that scene with Alicia and this new guy where he's giving that speech, and then the end there he says, and you are Alicia, I've been looking for someone like you for a long time. What do you guys think that means? Is he saying like somebody isn't like strong? Like maybe he's trying to recruit Alicia to be part of his organization or something like that? That's what I'm kind of thinking. But this guy, he definitely has villain vibes, that's for sure. And I'm thinking that he probably is the leader of the end is the beginning group. But I'm very excited after looking at this trailer because it definitely seems like the second half is going to be really good, and that first half was amazing. So this is only just good news. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this trailer? Let me know your thoughts and opinions and theories also. Like what do you think is going to happen, and who do you think that guy at the end is? But yeah, that being said, that was the trailer we got for the second half of season 6. I'm gonna wrap it up there. Again, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. There's definitely gonna be a lot more videos coming out, so be sure to stay tuned by hitting the subscribe button. And as always, guys, please stay safe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.